It's gonna be a good time. Randy's got a lot to sell, and he's gonna do just that. So many products. I can't even name them all, like bread, cheese, butter, milk, eggs, cakes, you name it. But anyways, grab your O and sit down, because this is episode 128 of Elk Mountain. What's going on, everyone? Dirty Randy here, and we are back at it on the ranch. We had a little bit of time off. We went home with our father there, who was in town visiting us for a little while he was waiting for his crop harvest, and now we were in kind of the same situation. We had a little bit of free time in April there with not a whole lot going on, so we ventured back with him to go check out the old farm, and you know what? It's looking just great over there. So it's, you know, it kind of makes me miss home a little bit, but, you know, maybe one day we'll be able to get back there, who knows. But for now, you know, we got our sights back focused on stuff around the ranch. We're fully loaded up with a bunch of wood products, like tons of pallets and some furniture as well. And as you can maybe see there at the warehouse, we had a bunch more furniture stacked up and ready to load up and head out for when we get back. So we'll be making some money today, so that's awesome. We've already started to make a little bit of money back on our big windmill investment. So far it's netted us roughly $30,000, so that is fantastic. You know, hoping we can bump that up a little bit more, but you know, I will take it for sure. So we will head down here and drop off this first load. We'll probably have 3 trips total to get done, so we will hop to it and make a bunch of money. Like I said, we got a bunch of pallets mostly in here, some furniture, and then we got another full truck worth of furniture to pick up as well when we get back. And then whatever other products we kind of want to shell out today, we could do so, such as clothes, cakes, bread, whatever else we have. I think we have a bunch of eggs and flour too that probably wouldn't be a bad idea to get rid of. So we have made it, as you can see, a lot of pallets, and let's get to it. So it should be good, and this should definitely get us back in a good situation financially. I'm looking forward to it. There we go. Well, that's one of 3. Let's hop to it. I'll toss on the radio, and we'll get her all done and make a bunch of money. Alright, this is our last big sale, and we're just bringing all of it over here. You know, it's just the easiest thing to do with all this mixed load. Like, there is a lot of different things, tons of different, well, tons of eggs, not different eggs, but yeah, tons of eggs, rather, and pretty much everything else that we do make. So 1 pallet of chocolate, I think 1 pallet of clothes, bunch of honey, bread, cakes, like I said, lots of eggs in there, a bunch of flour, so all around a nice, well-rounded sale. We'll just go back to the yard, I believe, because it's going to be a little bit for them to tally up how much all of that was worth. So it's going to be a big one. I told them we got 3 trucks today at least coming, so hold off on the pay until we get it done. But now that it is done, it should be a real big payday whenever that comes in, so I'm looking forward to that. Let's see here. I think we need to move over some grain, and I'm just wondering, I'm thinking we might need this truck and trailer right here, so we're gonna hop in him and go do just that. That way we can continue making flour. We still have a fair bit left in there, but, you know, it's starting to get on the lower side, and we have plenty to stock up, so just why not, right? Let's do it. We're already here in town. We got this big boy. Been a minute, but it's all hooked up, and it should let us take the most grain that we can over there. Alright, just pulling back into the yard now, and we're looking good. Got 55,000 liters or so, give or take. Well, oh god, we're not going to be able to back this up. What am I thinking? That's why I made this yard large, so I could just pull through and leave things where they be. All good. So, yeah, like I said, 55,000 liters of wheat restocked back in there, and that's good to go. We'll just close up our gates here. I think we're just going to leave the Profiliner here for now and see if we can't get something. I'm looking to get a weeder. We got to get rid of, well, a hoe actually. We got to get rid of all the weeds in our field. We could spray them down, but considering it's a root crop and they're not really going to grow too much taller, I'd imagine. You know, I'd like to just straight up take the weeds out if we can and not have them just withered away in there. So, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to take it back in this thing or what, but we can always go just grab a trailer quick if needed, I suppose. Check out our options here, and, you know, before we get into it, you're going to see it in a moment here. We got $900,000 from all of our sales earlier, so that is actually incredible. I mean, that was a lot of product we sold, so, you know, well earned, but yeah, that's a massive amount, and that lets us finish up all of our other plans that we kind of had for right now, at least. Got some interesting stuff on sale, but nothing I think we really need right now. That's all right. So let's take a peek here in the weeders, and yeah, there's really only the one option for pulling out the weeds in the kind of their medium state there, as far as I know. You know, let me know if you know of any other ones. So this is what we're gonna have to pick up, and yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to hitch it to the truck, so that's okay. $2,600 for the lease, another $1,000 for an hour. So, you know, it depends how long it takes us to get our field done, I suppose. But I shouldn't think it takes longer than an hour. Alright, we ran back and we just grabbed the trailer real quick, so that way we could throw this guy on there. And we should be good to go once we get back to the field. Of course, we'll have to just hop in a tractor. Any of ours should do, to be fair. And then we can get this done. That's probably our only field work we have for the day, but having all that money from our sales there just really kind of enables us, like I said, to finish paying off some of these projects we've had. Thankfully, both of our massive windmills are paid off now, which is amazing, but we do have some other things in mind. You know, we have a lot of cattle and stuff like that, and we've been talking to the guys down at the cattle auction and stuff like that, and we've you know, we've come to some business agreement that should we go on this one, the next one? I don't know, it doesn't really matter. I think the next one maybe has more space. Either way, as I was saying, you know, we've come to kind of another business agreement, kind of similar to mine with Karen, opening up our farmers market there. You know, we don't want to just completely step on their toes and just be completely doing their own thing. Rather, I'd, you know, start a business with them and involve them and just grow their business, and we kind of all go home winners. So, you know, we've been in the works of getting a slaughterhouse and an auction put in town. So we're gonna have the slaughterhouse on our property, and the auction is going to be kind of at their livestock market that they already have. I'm going to shut the truck down here because it does need to be running. We're going to run back and grab a tractor, but yeah, that's kind of the down low with that. They're starting to get the process of everything built and put up going, and we're providing a lot of the funds. They've kind of started it, knowing, you know, we're gonna be backing them up with the funds, Spud. But yeah, so that's kind of the game plan there. We're gonna go grab a tractor. We can talk more about it in a little bit, but we gotta pull out all those weeds first. So let's go ahead and do that, shall we? All right, we made it over here. We hopped in the 8R, looking good. Is there a stump there? There is a stump there. Interesting. Well, we'll have to grind that out at some point, but for now, we got this guy hooked up and we're looking good. And this is, you know, a fairly big job. Oh gosh, you know, I am not using my brain power. That little vacation we took just kind of threw me out of it for a hot minute. I need to put on something that's got some narrow tires, and this has got some absolutely thick boy wides. So let's go see what we can do. We got laying around. All right. Well, after racking my noggin there, I remembered it is the tractor here that we use for our cows that we have the narrow tires for. So we slap those guys on. They're looking pretty good, and we're just going to top up here. Looking good. All right. Been a minute since we've been in these narrow tires here, but it's looking just dandy, and I'm excited to get to it. This guy should have more than enough power to run through there. Maybe, you know, I was kind of hoping we could just hop into one of the big boys and just send it, but I think we kind of missed our window. If we wanted to do that, we probably could with a weeder that's fairly large when we catch it in the earlier stages of growth when the weeds are pretty small, and same with our actual crops as well. That way we're not like squishing them down into the ground. But for now, this should be a fine option and should do us just well. So I'm looking forward to getting her done, getting all those weeds out of there and getting that field cleaned up. It should be good, my friends. So we're gonna hook this guy up and then we can get to her. Thankfully we're already unfolded. Not that that really takes up too much time. And we got a front weight on here, so that's even better as well. And as you can see, it's not like there's weeds everywhere. So I'm guessing those are all the spots we've driven over before. You know, just from various things, maybe even planting and everything else, spraying, whatever, for I guess fertilizing. I don't know if we've sprayed, but this does have a double application on it. Either way, we're looking good. We pretty much just need to get rid of these guys, and it's fairly easy to tell where they are and where they aren't. So it'll look much better when they're all out of here instead of this being a withered mess or just a weedy mess. So we'll get to it, and then whenever we're done, you know, we can go check out the progress on the livestock auction that we're setting up. So I'm looking forward to that. Depending on how much time we have, we could also possibly, you know, go cut some more trees down and go check out that progress as well. The windmills we have going, see how that's all doing up there. We have the latter half of this month to get some stuff done to prepare for our harvest when all of our wheat is going to be ready. So I'm looking forward to that, but that gives us a little bit of a window to kind of get some other stuff done if we need to, some other chores and housekeeping, whatever else we got to do around the ranch. So we will do just that. And the last half of this month, for now, we'll pick away all these weeds and whatever else we have for time. Like I said, we'll go check out some of our new investments. So I'm looking forward to that. Well, this is our last little strip. I'd say that went pretty well. This tractor did amazing. Really didn't have any problems, especially on the little kind of lip on the far side there, kind of near the water's edge. Otherwise, it did amazing. So, there we go. This field looks so much better. Way cleaner than it was before. All those weeds are gone. And we don't got to worry about them anymore. Alright, well, figured. Why make multiple trips when we already got a trailer here? So let's just... I loaded the John Deere on. Oh, are we going to be able to make this? It's going to be a tight one. Okay. If I just can get room to squeeze past that tree, we're going to be fine. There we go. Alright, yeah, now we can go drop the John Deere off and then go drop off the hoe as well, and we should be golden. Looks like the sun's definitely coming down though, poking through those trees, getting a little bit of horizontal rays in you, so that is awesome. It's just been a lovely day, to be honest with you. You know, spring is sprung, and I'm excited. I can't wait to get out there and cut some grass. I'm looking forward to that because we definitely could use it. And this tractor, still getting out in the field, doing some work, you know. It's not completely banished to the, whoa, Nelly. I hit the brakes and just kind of cranked it sideways like a goofball. But we'll get some unstrappied there. And we can get this guy back into his regular tires as well, and those big wide boys. And he should be good to go to help deal with the cows some more. There she goes. Nice and thick once the gain. Get this front loader back on there. Wonderful. There we go. And this guy should be ready with some more mix to fill in here. So we'll get her hooked up and just get her filling up as well. And we can just shut her down. I guess turn off the lights, and it'll be ready for, I don't know, whenever we need to feed the cows. Alright, we're going to go head back into town with this guy. We can go drop him off. It's about 4:30, so we've definitely used a good amount of the day. I will take it. Lots of transporting, lots of money that we made, you know, almost $1 million today alone from products, so that is fantastic. And we're just in a great spot here. We got lots of different types of harvests coming up this year, and some of them not too far away. So just get through the latter half of the month, like we were saying, and we're just golden. And you know, I'm excited for that little time window that's coming up next. You know, in the next couple weeks here, because it should be exciting. We're adding on some new productions into the town. Really, you know. A lot of the ones that we've had are ones that, you know, have kind of already been here, and we've just kind of kept them running and taken them over. However, you know, we're going to be adding in some completely, oh my gosh, don't need to struck, some completely new stuff coming up here pretty soon. So that's going to be amazing. I'm looking forward to that. So we'll get this guy dropped off right in here. Drift in for style points. Alright, there was something on sale here earlier. This guy, I mean, you could arguably, the slurry tank is probably something we could use, but, you know, there is a big slurry machine somewhere in this, you know, these guys that we could use as well. You know, we could maybe just lease one and try that out next time if we wanted to. So I think we're going to hold off on upgrading that kind of stuff, but I did see this, and I just like it, you know. There's lots of uses for it, just getting stuff dug up and just moved around, and we are building a lot of new areas and stuff, and, you know, logistically moving stuff around all the time is kind of a pain in the butt. It's on sale, you know. Normally it'd be over 100,000, and, you know, I guess we should maybe buy a bucket. A little bucky for the boy as well. A universal Albut bucket. An Al bucket. There we go. And yeah, we'll just throw that on the trailer since we're heading in that direction anyways. Oh yeah, bud. Oh yeah, looking good. No, I like this. I feel like this is a great deal. And it should be real useful for just completing some construction projects in and around certain areas. There we go. I don't think the backhoe part is actually going to hit the ramps, so that should be fine. We can get some straps thrown down. There we go. And we can head off, and we might even just, you know, leave this over there and get some work done. If we can, I'm sure they could use a hand, and, you know, cuts down on my costs for labor and stuff too if we can get some stuff done. So, you know, hey, if I can use this to save, you know, 20, 30 grand worth of labor on building stuff, or them having to lease something on their own, which, you know, of course, if I'm paying for the whole project, it's coming out of my pocket. You know, if they can just use this guy, then, you know, that's money in the bank. That's money I'm saving, and I got to keep it anyways, instead of it just being kind of a lease that you know, the money's gone and you don't see it again. So if it kind of pays for itself for a little bit of labor and leasing costs, because, you know, we probably need to have it for a couple weeks anyways, then I think, you know, it's paying for itself right there. So we will pull down here into the livestock market and, you know, see what the dealio is. Pretty open right now, but that's good. You know, sometimes it gets pretty busy here. We were thinking we come around back here. There's a little bit more area, this kind of pocket, if you will, that we could get some stuff done and put in another big building back here. That's kind of a little bit out of the way, but, you know, still obviously readily accessible. So I think, you know, heck, let's just turn off the truck completely and hop in the backhoe, see what we can do, you know. All right. Oh, she's peppy. She's peppy for sure. All right. Okay. 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 All right. We can do this. Well, there we go. Nothing too crazy, but we did manage to cut out a pretty big area. Got rid of all the grass. The turf is gone. And, you know, just much better all around to kind of lay some stuff down. So we'll just leave that there for now. They can always obviously use that to get done whatever else they need to. And we will pack up and head on back, because it's getting pretty late, almost 8 o'clock. You know, that took us a couple hours to get done, but hey, that right there is, you know, 2 hours of leasing costs on top of just already however long, well, like however much it would be to initially lease something like that, you know, which I gotta imagine would be at least, you know, $5,000–6,000 plus. You know, and then a couple hours of using it, a daily cost coming up here, so I think we're already looking at close to 10 grand, and of course obviously labor for somebody, you know, doing that. So, you know, I would say pretty close to $10,000. That's already, you know, a fifth of what we paid for it in total. Of course we'll probably need to do some repairs and stuff, but I mean, that's not the end of the world. And you know, like I said, that's already paying for itself. It's getting there at least. So I'll take it. It's been a good day. Our big field there, root field, is looking great, weed free, which is amazing. It looks so much better, and that sun is coming down for another great, fantastic day on the ranch. Wow, you know, I never get tired of seeing that sunset. It's so gorgeous. You know, I was just walking back up to the house, and just, it's cotton candy skies, deer's in the yard, and the moon is up as well. It's just, oh, gives me shivers. Couldn't be better. So that's going to have to be it for today. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. We got lots more exciting stuff coming, and I mean, it's exciting. It's brand new. It's never seen before. So stay tuned. Hope to see you in the next episode. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.